Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Thunder League, Day 12. Your awesome and sexy hosts for today are the Orange Doom and myself, Mike Goes Boom. Now we have some interesting matches coming up today. This is the last match day before the new year, so technically, you're just going to see you next year. Now today we have some epic matches coming up. The first match is going to be Akai Victory versus Fink. Fink being the current strongest team in the European Union. As well, the only one to be quite honest with you, but you catch my drift. Fink is
technically Verve falls in the same category. If you count, Belarus as European Union, but
yeah maybe.
Fink is a mixture of the entire Europe basically.
Then you have GOF, which is Ukrainian, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
We have Dislike, which is not Dislike. Dynamite is Polish, which is also a very strong team. But they are fighting against Akai Victory. Now, if you haven't seen any streams so far, if this is your first stream and you're seeing Akai Victory play for the first time, be prepared to be disappointed. Let's just put it that. Looking at scoreboards, you can quite definitely see that Akai Victory had 7 games. Actually, they've played quite a lot, and well, they didn't have a single win so far.
I gotta give some credit to Akai for yesterday. They were fighting against Arcade, and fair enough, it was the second match that Arcade had. The first one was against Think, and they lost, so they must have been a bit beaten down. But Akai managed to do one push on Normandy. It was phenomenal. It was probably the cleanest push we've seen so far. In 5 seconds, they managed to turn the game around, but it wasn't enough. Arcade pushed back, and it was over. Again, 3-0 loss, so...
And you know what? We wait for the map to load in, which is going to be Normandy. One of my favorite maps, actually, to watch people play in. But let me just quickly update you on some stuff. We did indeed break the 25,000... Well, there isn't really a milestone just yet. There might be a milestone added very soon, as far as Sean has told us. But so far, there's no milestone on 25,000. But... don't worry, because we are one step closer to the $30,000 prize pool milestone, which is going to unlock a free-for-all tournament for us. And not only that, now a lot of people in the chat probably know exactly what I'm just about to say. You can win prizes by watching these streams. All you have to do is go over to Warthunder.pro, log in, and go to the Streams tab. You do not have to have the stream running. You can go back to Twitch, chat with the people here, watch the stream on Twitch, but you have to have the tab open on the Streams page and logged in with your in-game account. Now, the prizes you can win are one of the following. You basically are going to get a in-game trophy, which you can then open for one of the following prizes. We have silver line boosters, research points, 3 days of premium account, 100 golden eagles, and one of the unique following vehicles. The B49E7, the M24 Chevy with APCR rounds, and an awesome camo skin. We have B51, a Mustang, the Panther Television, as nicknamed by the chat, also known as the Panther T5, which is a Russian premium version of, well, the regular Panther, and the mighty RBT5 rocket Dumbo tank.
And look at the game here. Think, now I'm not sure if they're going to actually go out with this, but Think, being a bit full of themselves, have decided to play with only 6 players. So it's 6 versus 7. I guess they're trying to add a bit of insult to injury, or maybe have a bit more of a challenge here. Let's see.
Sean was saying in the chat earlier that he was talking a lot about the only way for Akai Victory to win a game was if the other team handicapped themselves by playing with Atari controllers, stuff like that. Even to this day, a picture of a joystick, which teams would have to use for Akai Victory to win. But it seems like it's coming true to some extent. Fink is indeed. Oh no, never mind. Fink just spawned in another player. It seems like they are not going to give Akai Victory just.
No, not that easily. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we're talking. Akai, they've been really improving. They've been trying harder, but it just feels like they're one player short. They're missing something, like a spark is missing there, just to start that fire and get the wins coming. And, oh, look at that! D'Artagnan just completely obliterated Shinigami.
Orange, you are indeed a member of the Think Squadron. Did we ever see D'Artagnan before? I don't remember seeing his name.
I think we might have. I think my memory is just about as bad as yours, so I won't bet on it.
Actually, there are a couple of new names on the Think team. We have Shadow Raid, D'Artagnan, and LT Kapal. It seems like they've been doing some changing around in the team rosters for this fight against Akai Victory.
I mean, they could have perhaps taken out the least or the less favorable of players, maybe the the bench warmers, as you would call them in soccer.
Oh, I remember being a bench warmer. I did play handball for a couple of years, and I had two positions: catching balls with my face and warming the side of the bench.
Ouch. Now we see. Oh, there goes Dr. Russ, the captain of Akai Victory, eliminated by Chopstra in the Panther F.
Now, Orange, coming back to the chat we had earlier about something missing at Akai Victory, I actually know exactly what they are missing. Here's the thing: the players from Akai Victory by themselves are actually not that bad. They're probably better than us, to be honest. They are good players by themselves. But the thing that Akai Victory lacks, that no other team lacks, is teamwork. They just somehow don't know how to work in the team. They don't cover each other, they don't have tactics, and they just play by themselves, which doesn't work in these kinds of tournaments. This is all about teamwork. You can have completely bad players. As long as they play good in a team, you still have a fighting chance against these teams. Think on the other hand. Think on the other hand just is the perfect example of teamwork. These guys are just tactical masterminds. They think outside the box. This is exactly what their motto is.
I mean, one of the things I was talking about, Sean, about teamwork is that I've been planning on maybe once when I'm not actually commentating on Think, joining their TeamSpeak server, just sitting there listening to how they communicate and watching the actual battle go on. I'm curious on seeing how they have to communicate. You know, what are the call signs they use, because information has to be quick, swift, and it's got to be very precise.
Look, given that the teams do have 7 players on the ground, I would imagine that if you don't have some kind of structure there going on, it would be very, very chaotic. I've seen some chaotic teams in channels before, and trust me, when too many people get on, it gets very, very chaotic very far. Now
look at that kind of victory. Shinigami's already been eliminated. 2 deaths. He's out of the match. And
Think hasn't lost a single tank so far. Nothing.
Yep. Nothing. I mean, they're playing it very slowly here. No pushing. No arcade tactics, should we call them? I think the problem here is, look, Rams, Lop, and Pavel, they're just not moving. They're absolutely just sitting there waiting for something to happen.
They have been trying to cover each other for a while now, but they've gone into the defensive very, very early on in the game, and they let themselves being pushed back by Think. Now, the thing about Normandy is these city streets, they are unforgiving. You can very, very easily be flanked either from the city, from the beach. You can be flanked around from the beach and have tanks just appear from behind you. Also, from the other side, on the southern side, you can just be flanked from the outskirts of the city. It's very easy to be flanked in this map, and flanking is the major nemesis of tanks. Because this thing, we don't have any multi-turret. Well, we do have multi-turret tanks in this game, but not in this Family League. So you can only point your gun one way at a time, and if 2 enemies come at you at the same time, well, you might as well just write your will right then and there, because you're not going to make it out alive.
Yeah, it's a one-way ticket to hell.
Now this is interesting. Think is not going for the cap here. Normally what we've seen from Think so far, especially in the game yesterday against Arcade, is that they go for the cap very early on and try to play tactical, try to be very defensive. Not so much today. They are very confident that they can take out Akai Victory without even putting the ticket bleed on them.
Oh, look at Uboita. He's just coming from behind now, so Lot, Pavlis, and Rams are...
Oh, but he's got taken out!
Oh, that was expected there from Pavlis. That Tiger E has been holding off very well. And Akai Victory is going on to defensive here. Hayastana and Gio Schmel in the BF49 G6. We've got a dogfight going on. Dartan.
Nothing against your squadron, but I think they might have been a little bit too cocky. They've seen the way that Akai Victory have played before, and let's be honest, they are not the greatest squadron in this Fun League. But it seems like Think is just giving them a little bit too much freedom here.
Yep, they have now. Joshmel there, they tried to tank this panicky, but I don't think any damage. No, his cannon breach is down, but that's about all the damage.
I have Hayastana in the air here, was going after... I can't even tell who that is.
Must be
fight going on here, but...
Hayastana and Dart Anan. Ooh, great shots from Joshmel, and that's one Think member down.
His aircraft is on fire! Okay,
you should release a single, Mike.
Christmas carols with Mike Goes Boom. Actually, no, that would be a very bad idea. I'd have to pay thousands and thousands of windows. Oh, his against Bespanikin crashed into the ground.
Both have now tried killing Bespanikin. He's still alive, slowly repairing. waiting and decapping C soon.
I mean, look at this. I think he's in the perfect position to take out both A and C, going into triple A, but they don't want to.
I think there must be toying. I mean, there's no other explanation. Either that, or they're extremely sleepy and have just woken up from a long nap.
Who was it that just woke up? I think it was Chippy, one of the
Chippy, yeah.
players that just woke up. Well, he isn't really in this game just right now, but he is in the bench, watching his teammates play here. So yeah, I think they definitely went with a very, very relaxed attitude in this game, and still, even so, they are winning against Akai Victory.
Oh, here comes the offensive. Dropshot just eliminated Rams, Pavelos, and Lop. Look at Pavelos, he drove right in front of Lop to protect him.
That's a very good tactic here. Lop is currently pregnant, not able to provide support, but the Pavelos is in a heavy tank. As long as he can angle himself very well, he can defend his teammates there. It was actually the first proper display of teamwork I've seen on Akai Victory so far. And
Pavelos taking out Shadow Raid.
Pavelos is now on 2 kills. Honestly, this might be MVP of the match right here. He's on 2 kills. He protected his teammate Lope, and he's now advancing, pushing in against LT Kapal. Finally, Akai Victory is pushing up into the city. But here's the thing, Lope is not supporting him very much. Pavelos just got taken out straight on. Did not take any damage. That shot bounced. That shot did bounce gracefully.
Oh, Lop taking Chop Strutter out. What is this?
But still, Fink has the double cap going on. Akai Victory left their C flag open, so even if Akai Victory can now take the A flag, they still are not going to win by points here, because Best Panic is just holding this C flag. And we've seen this before. I remember one match where Best Panic was on this flag and just completely held down the enemy team. And it's not only him they have to worry about. There's Ubujika as well on the outskirts of the city here.
Yeah, I think that Akai Victory just, they always attack too late and with not enough players available. Because usually in a counter-attack you're going to lose a player or two, and you need to have that backup. And here we got Pavelos who's pushing up against, you know, literally the entire thing there. There's no way, not alone. You need backup. You need somebody to go into flank.
This leads me again to that conversation about the non-existent teamwork on Akai Victory. Look how far apart they are. Dr. Ross and Pavelos are all by themselves. Lope is actually covering his teammate here, but at the same time, Rams is now pushing up all by himself. They're just way too far apart. They're just way too spread apart. They do not have enough tanks to employ these kinds of tactics. Ideally, you always want to have 2 tanks paired together to give each other support.
Yeah.
Now Pavelos is feeling very brave here. He's just pushing up against LT Kapal. Oh, and he takes it out! Nice!
He is the MVP of this match.
Pavelos now on 3 kills.
But nobody's camping at the moment. Rams is damaged, needs to repair first.
Now Pavelos might make a difference here. He can definitely take out some players from Think Squadron. Think Squadron is now down 1 player, and the rest of the players are also running off respawns. But at the same time, oh, massive shot into the third ring of Shadow Raid there. Pavelos might just take another kill here. Gishmel's flying above, but not effective. It seems to be evading the AA fire from Dart Onion in the Ostwind.
I think Pavelos might... Yep, Pavelos takes him down.
Pavelos on the 4th kill, the MVP of Akai Victory right there. I gotta say, this is actually something good to put in your resume. Killed 4 players from Think. I would be proud myself, honestly.
Whilst my team did nothing. I mean, here's the thing. Akai Victory needs to start capping something. I need to start capping fast, because unless they're gonna eliminate the entire thing, you know, squadron, that's not gonna work.
The thing is, they do not have enough players left. They are already down 3 players. Now, this is still looking quite good. Pablo still didn't die, Lope still didn't die, Dr. Ross did take a hit, and Gishmel also died once. So, they do not have many tanks left, and they are running out of points very quickly as well. Look at this. The points are just about to run out, and they are not going to stop the bleeding anytime soon.
Now Pablo has to make a decision. Drop Strut on the right in the Panther A, or Dart R, and look at the Ostwind. The Ostwind is just he's rushing. He's gonna rush him from behind.
I would actually be very interested to see if the Ostwind can actually penetrate the Tiger. We know that the Ostwind can deal very, very easily with a T-34, but the Tiger is a little bit more armored.
I think from behind he might be able to.
From behind, yeah, but at the same time...
Look at Pavelos, turret rings jammed, driver machine gunner down.
Oh, this might be the death.
Here comes the Ostwind. Here comes the Ostwind.
And Pavelos is down. Copshorter kills his kill streak.
Not enough.
Not gonna give it to Lope. Lope is actually going for the A cap here, which is very, very good, but at the same time, it's too late. We are 30 minutes into this game. Even if they even if they somehow miraculously go for the triple cap now, they're still going to lose this one.
Nope, it's over. 200 points. Tickets are running out. Archive victory, nice try, but too little, too late.
I gotta say though, even so, this match was very laid back. You can definitely feel the vibe from Fink Squad and just not really putting too much effort into it. They were very relaxed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it seems to me like we have a round of giveaways coming in, so make sure you're logged into Warthunder.pro on the streams page, and you can win one of the following amazing prizes. We have Silver Line Boosters, Research Points, 3 days of Premium Account, 100 Golden Eagles, and one of the unique following vehicles. The B49 E7, which is a premium, the MT24 Chaffee, which is not a premium, the P51A Muslim, which I'm not really sure if it's a premium or not, but I don't think it is. Then we have the amazing Panther Television, which is a premium. It's awesome to ground out your Russian tank line. And finally, my personal favorite, which after 12 days of streaming I still don't have, Gaijin! The RBT5.
I think it's choosing the map here, and I'm wondering, are they going to go with something that they've tested out, for example Poland, or are they going to just pick a random map and have more laid back session here?
I would like to see something different. For example, Karelia. We haven't really seen Karelia so far. Oh, it seems like they are going for jungle.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this, but me and Sean were talking, you know, about getting some numbers. Which maps are the ones in percentages that are being played the most? Because so far, we've seen, I think, Kuban maybe once. Normandy's been quite popular, Poland as well. Eastern Europe, Berlin, everywhere. And Karelia, for example, also we haven't seen that.
The thing about Karelia, I think there was a glitch on Karelia that wouldn't allow for bombers to spawn. I don't know if they fixed that yet, or if not, but there was an issue at the start of this match.
Yeah, basically both teams had to agree that they wanted to play that map, because if a bomber was spawned in, it would be automatically put onto the runway, and that's a huge letdown.
It is indeed. Now, of course, this isn't too much of a problem, because these teams are experienced. They are experienced pilots, so it shouldn't be a problem for them to take off bombers from the airfield. But at the same time, it puts you at a disadvantage, because you are basically just flying around for 1 or 2 minutes, just completely ineffective.
Yep, now, ooh, look at that. Shout out to Origin. I'm not sure that is the one and only, but he is a YouTuber. He's been around for a long time. I think he recently breached 30,000 subscribers. So congrats. Hope you won something nice.
That is quite an achievement. Maybe we see some epic RBT5 gameplays from him sometime soon. Now as we wait for these teams to ready up, if you just tuned in, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thunder League, the single biggest esports event in War Thunder. My name is Michael Boom. Hi, I'm German, and I'm joined here by the sexy The Orange Doom. Have you seen this man's profile pic on the Warthunder.pro site? I've never seen a ginger that's so damn hot.
Okay, I will reverse make you feel uncomfortable, because Mike has just reached 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, and that's a huge achievement. So I guess if you haven't checked him out on YouTube yet, go. Let's help him get to 10,000. But make some incredible gameplay. How much does it take for you to make a Blueprints episode?
Anywhere between 30 to 40 hours. Those take a long time. Then again, I enjoy it. I mean, the thing about me is I really enjoy editing and putting stuff together, and just watching the fruit of my work is just awesome. Then again, you have been putting a lot of work into your YouTube channel as well lately. Didn't you do a video every day?
Yeah, in December I decided I would do a video every day just to test myself if it's actually possible, and it is hell. It really is. Trying to keep the quality there, absolutely horrible. I can't wait until December is over so I can go back to the leisurely 2 to 3 videos a week schedule.
So, record this, ladies and gentlemen. It has been confirmed, the Orange Doom hates making YouTube videos.
Mike, I think Ioki there corrected you. The Mustang is a premium, so I guess we learn something new every day. I guess that means that only the Chaffee is not a premium vehicle.
I think the Chaffee falls into the same category as the PO2. It's sort of a rare...
I'll call it a gift, vehicle. You know? I mean, it's not really a gift, but a rare plane, rare vehicle, yeah.
Actually, you know what? The P51 being a premium, that actually makes me very interested, because you can unlock that. If you have a dog tag, you can unlock both the M24 and the P51 by simply completing the skin challenges. So that's essentially a free premium for you if you can complete those challenges, which also
they're not very hard to
awesome
complete.
Skins. Yeah. Okay,
I mean,
there's
it's
some
like 3
orange
wins and a
space
Panther
monsters.
D. It's yeah.
So I would definitely look out for the P-51 because we've seen some gameplay on that, and it seems like a very strong aircraft. Given it has a bit of a weird handling, but the engine for that battle rating is awesome. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the second battle of today. Akai Victory versus Fink. Fink took the first win against Akai Victory on Normandy just a couple of minutes ago, and they now chose the jungle map. Now, technically, this map is kind of a... how do I put it? I think a quote from the Joker would be the best way to describe this map. Why so serious? Honestly, there's really a tactic you can apply to this map. It's a bit chaotic. The flags are very evenly distributed out in a sort of triangle fashion. Oh, hold on. Orange.
Yes?
Capture zones are in a triangle. The map is green.
Oh god. Oh god.
Orange is not confirmed.
Now, I mean, so far, Jungle, it's been played quite a lot, and we did actually have one really funny incident. It was between Cube and Poltergeist, where Poltergeist won the match because an AI that was accidentally not removed got into a cap circle, captured C, and Poltergeist won the match. But it was a split second, really.
It wouldn't have made a difference anyways, because Cube was already losing at that point.
That is true.
Then you can see, I'm always telling you, the underdogs are the MVPs in this game. Be it AA, be it reserve tanks, be it AI in reserve tanks. Those guys are always the MVP.
Dartarn just took down Geoshmel. That leaves... Actually, you know, now I realize why Dart and Jan sound so familiar. I think there's a member, Dartarn, one of the other squadrons. I can't figure out which one right now, but both have virtually identical names. I think that's why we've been confusing them.
It might even be the same person, because what I know of Fink is that they are a conjunction of various squads before. I think it was 5 or 6 different squadrons from all over the European Union that pretty much took the best players from each squadron and put them into one team. This team being Fink Squadron.
Let's see, Fink so far down 2 tanks, Akai Victory down 4.
So far as for tactics, Fink took the B flag and was very strong on A. Akai Victory just completely neglected A here, but Fink did not take A. It seems like they're again doing the same thing that they did on Normandy before. They are not going for capture points here. They're waiting for Akai to make a move.
No, look at Rams. Look at Rams. He's going to try to go for B here. I think Akai's trying. You know, they're trying those tactics. I think they must be watching, you know, viewing other tactics of other squadrons and trying to implement some of those into their own, because they are the underdog here. They don't have the experience that some of these other squadrons have already acquired.
Now, hopefully, Akai Victory is going to take this time and formulate some new tactics, because again, the players are not bad. It's just the teamwork isn't there. They do not have the teamwork. They do not have the experience. They do not have the map knowledge either. We've seen some bad plays before from Akai Victory here.
Look at this lemming train. Look at this lemming train. 4 tanks from Akai Victory just running down the beach here.
This makes for an interesting tactic, but the last time I've seen something like this was in an arcade battle, and we all know how those go out.
Not very well.
Now Rams over here up front is in a kind of sticky situation. He has either Tartarus on the front, Shadow Rush on the left. He's being pummeled by waves, which, by the way, look absolutely awesome. I
love the new NVIDIA Vox. Absolutely phenomenal.
They look absolutely awesome. But here's the thing: Rams is in a Russian tank, in a Soviet tank. Sorry, Sean will slap me now. Rams is in a Soviet tank, and Soviet tanks all around are known for having abysmal gun depression. They're very good tanks all around, but they do not like cresting hills. So even if Rams tries to go for shatter rate, he is guaranteed going to die before he can get his guns on target here.
Now, what would you do if you were Akai Victory? What would be the tactic that you'd implement?
Honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't know. The chances of you actually, as the underdog, as the last place of Thunder League, who hasn't won a single match so far, actually defeating one of the strongest teams in Thunder League is so minuscule. I think it would be more likely for them to win the lottery than to win against Fink.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to be mean here. I'm honestly not trying to be mean on anything, but it's just the truth. I mean,
It's the
You guys
reality.
have seen them play. You guys have seen them play before. I'm not saying they are bad players. Again, I'm just saying they do not have the experience needed to compete competitively in one of these tournaments.
They lack tactics. I think that the last bet would be to go all in, you know, to just use the arcade tactic of full out, you know, onslaught of aircraft, 4 planes in the match, air superiority. Every plane has to go and has to eliminate at least 1 tank, and then go for the cap circles, or either just go for full elimination.
That is actually a valid tactic. We see the Arcade Squadron very much likes that. If you saw the match yesterday, Think versus Arcade, that's actually how Arcade won the first match. They completely Zerg rushed Think Squadron, which was not expecting the onslaught that ensued.
And it was on Poland. It was on Think's map. You know, Think chose a map for their own, you know, their own advantages, and they got their own tactic handed back at them.
The thing is, it kind of backfired on Arcade later on though, because Think is a very adaptive team. That's one of the strong points of Think Squadron. They know how to adapt to different situations, and they completely shut down that tactic that worked so well for Arcade in the first match. They just completely shut it down in the next matches, taking out the Austrians, taking out aircraft, denying Arcade Squadron the air superiority, which, well, just spelled out the rest of the game for them.
I think it might have a lot to do with the fact that, you know, Think is a European squadron, but, you know, they come from all over Europe. So you have, you know, different cultures, different individuals with different accents, you know, and that does lead to some type of a miscommunication. So they have to work together, and it shows. It shows they know how to adapt to each other's needs.
And so now we see Dr. Russ here just strolling through this nice riverbed here.
I mean, A is now completely unopposed. I mean, all of Kai Victory members are in C and B, or in between. They have 3 tanks still there, sitting on the beach, just tanning in the sun.
But here's the thing, I don't know exactly what the Kai Victory is trying to achieve here, because they did have a very strong presence here in the front of map on the B flag, but at the same time they all went to the same spot. Guys, you can't use your tanks effectively if you're all bunched up on the same corner. You have to create flanking routes.
Yep, look at that. Tartar is just artillery strike, tire star out of the match. Basically, the problem of a Kai Victory is they had an idea, they had a tactic. They just don't know how to, you know, actually get it to run. They're all sitting in the same spot instead of actually flanking around B, putting Shadow Raid into a bad position.
Look at this, Rams and Shinigami are just basically holding hands here. Shinigami isn't really thinking for himself, he's just following Rams here, and I don't know what exactly they're doing, but one artillery strike can take them both out.
It just feels like Akai is again falling apart. It's like I feel bad because from yesterday's matches I thought that we've seen, you know, Akai Victory started to adapt, to change the tactics, and they have, but it's not coming together, and it hurts me. It does. After yesterday's performance, I do genuinely feel bad for them. We've given them so much hate. We've basically joked on them, you know, and here they are, still trying, still kicking. It just feels like it's a fish that's been thrown out of the water and it's just doing its best to start breathing again.
Oh, but now finally they actually just split up here. And look, the second they split up, they're now getting effective fire into Shadow Raid here. They might actually be able to take this B flag.
I mean, Shadow Raid is evading here. His cannon breach is down, the gun barrel's been destroyed, he's got 2 dead crew members, engine's dying out as well, and he's also being engaged from across the map. Dr. Russ is now on top of that hill. But I mean, look at the tickets, you know, it's a bit late.
It is not quite, because here's the thing. You can stop a ticket bleed immediately just by decapping the flag, which means if Rams can take out Shadow Raid here, they might very well just still have a fighting chance. Okay, they are down a lot. They are down a lot of players, but at the same time, they're not giving up here.
Yeah, but look, Pavlis just died to Uboita. Uboita and Chopshot are now free to make their way over to C flag.
Oh yes, they are.
And there's nobody there.
Perfect back rage.
There's absolutely no one there. So Jewish Mel's now moved onto the beach.
I don't think there's actually enough time for them to get into C flag because these tickets are running out fast. These tickets are running out very fast. And oh no, Shinigami got destroyed as well.
Oh,
yeah,
look at Rams. He's being hit from behind. Shadow Raid's now repaired his cannon breach. Ouch.
Oh, got shot in the back of the turret. Gishmel and Dr. Ross is now the only hope for Akai Victory, and it seems like this is another loss for Akai Victory.
Yep. Again, good push, but just way too late. They're sitting there, drinking tea, and then when everything's nearly over, they decide to push with just 2 players.
I mean, it was an interesting tactic they had. That lemming train could have worked if they split up.
Yep.
But the problem is they didn't. They didn't create flanking routes. They all went to the same corner and pretty much cornered themselves in. If you all
For a second, it looked like arcade. It was like you would be looking arcade playing, where they just do a lemming train, push one cap circle, and just they do it. They go in there, you cap it, you fortify it, and then you make sure nobody is able to get anywhere close. But they just fell apart before they managed to read the actual goal.
Well, Arcade Victory still has one chance left to turn this around. I think it's currently leading 2-0 against Arcade Victory. And if you just tuned in, hi! How are you? You look sexy today.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have another round of giveaways. Somebody's being Christmas spirited.
Wow, that's a quick one. I've never seen big giveaways being given out this quick back to back. That's actually amazing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, in order to participate in these giveaways, all you have to do is go to Warthunder.pro, that's Warthunder.pro, click on the Streams tab and log in. And keep the tab open. You don't have to have the stream running. You can just go back to Twitch, watch the stream over here, chat with the awesome people in the chat, but you have to have the stream tab open and be logged in with your in-game account. And hopefully, you stand a chance of winning one of the following prizes. We have Silver Line Boosters, we have Research Points, we have 3 days of premium account, 100 Golden Eagles, and one of the unique following vehicles. The B49 E7, the M24 Chaffee, the P51A Mustang, which apparently is a premium, and so it's going to be very good. The Panther Television and the RBT5. Hey, who doesn't like free stuff? I know that Christmas is over, but I think the Russians actually celebrate Christmas on the 7th of January, so technically it's still pre-Christmas for the Russians, even though we are on the English stream, so maybe if you're watching from Russia and want to win something, this is the time for it. Just do whatever I tell you, go to Warthunder.pro, log in, and hopefully pray to the mighty Godzilla that you win a prize.
Hey, comrade, in Russia every day is Santa Day. No, but I think this giveaway is going to be going on for the next week and also when the playoffs start. So there's plenty of stuff to win.
Now,
and,
actually, guys,
how are we doing with the prize pool so far?
The prize pool so far is at over $25,000. Actually, we just broke $25,846, which means just a bit over $4,000 left to the next milestone, which is the unlock of a exclusive tournament for dogtag owners. Let me make this very clear. Only dogtag owners are going to have access to the all-new free-for-all deathmatch game mode. So, if you ever complain that your team just sucks, if your team just doesn't support you, and if you feel like you're being held back due to other players, well, no excuse anymore. This game mode is for you. You alone against the rest of the world. You can take out aircraft, you can take out tanks, but you do not have any teammates. It's all down to you to be successful in this game mode.
And don't forget that, all the money that's donated in the end of the day, 25% of each dog tag will go to the winners of the tournament. So far, first place will receive just over 9,000, second place with just under 6,500, third place with 4,394, and then fourth and fifth place with just under that. So yeah, you are, in the end of the day, giving something to these pros that are giving you a very, very exciting tournament to watch.
Indeed, the bigger the prize pool, the more money these teams can win. And now don't think that you're just giving away money for free, because buying a dog tag actually gives you stuff back. So far we've already unlocked 3 milestones. We've unlocked the $10,000 milestone, which gives you new profile avatars, titles and decals. We've reached the $15,000 milestone, which gives you not quite exclusive access, although I think the first 2 tournaments are exclusive access to dog tag owners to have a chance to unlock the mighty German E100 heavy tank.
Yeah, the first 150 will be given in arcade, then 150 in realistic. This is for dog tag owners, and then for the rest of them I think it's additional 200.
It might be, but the additional 200 is going to be open for everyone. Although, yeah, if you don't have a dog tag, you're going to have to pay a hefty Silver Line price. As long as you have a dog tag, you have unlimited access to all of these tournaments. And finally, we also unlocked the 100% research point booster for the entirety of Season 1 playoffs. So this basically just double XP for everyone that has the dog tag for 1 or 2 weeks, which is a lot of XP. If you're currently running out top tier tanks or top tier jets, this is the time for you to get a dog tag.
Yeah, it's going to be a grind fest. And look, somebody's woken up. Chippy finally stopped drinking his tea and started to play.
I can kind of understand Chippy, yo. I mean, I myself, I can't live without coffee. I'm currently on 2 coffees and about 5 packs of sugar.
Well, in the words of one mighty squire, tea is the best beverage in the world.
Probably the most horrible British accent ever. I'm sorry, Squire. We all love you.
We're not sorry.
Yes.
We're not sorry. But we are back on Normandy now. Was this Akai victory choosing this map this time? It was.
Yeah, it was.
So they lost horribly on Normandy in the first round and they're going back at it again?
I don't know, because the last time I saw that epic push against Arcadia was on Normandy, so maybe they like the map.
I hope they like the map, because else there would be no point to take the map
Wait,
out.
this is the third match we're watching.
It is.
And then I think it might have been Think picking it.
No, Think picked the jungle map.
And then it must be Arcadia. Then Arcadia victory picks the first match. That makes it worse.
That's what I said. And look at this, they're employing the exact same tactics. You have, again, Pavlos, Loeb, and Rams in a triforce of, well, not doing anything. Not doing anything, really. They're just waiting for Fink to come up and shoot at them, pretty much. In a very, very defensive position here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we might not see epic gameplays today, but I'm still going to talk to you about the tactics on Normandy. Maybe you can employ these in your own gameplay, because I know watching these pro players so far has massively increased my own skill in playing these maps. Now, Normandy is a unique map, to be honest, because you have 3 different zones of engagement. You have the beach on the northern side, which is quite wide open, but at the same time has lots of cover for you to move in between two, and it allows you to get behind enemy lines unhindered, pretty much. Then you have the city center with the A flag, which the A flag itself is in a wide open plaza and as such very hard to take out. But once you have it, it's very easy to defend. There's also a lot of tight city streets for you to flank around. And finally, you have the fields and hills over on the southern side, which belongs to the C flag. Especially the C flag itself is probably actually one of the best flags to have, because it's on an elevation on this hill and overlooks the enemy spawn quite well. I've had games myself where I just camped up on the C flag and just stacked kill after kill after kill, just shooting into the enemy spawn.
And don't forget about the barrage balloons, because we have seen quite a couple of planes so far crash into them when they were trying to strafe out the tanks in the center.
Barrage balloons!
Baroon!
Balloons!
Look at Akai victory again. Pavlos, Rams, and Lop in the same spot as last time. I don't know what they're trying, to be honest.
They are
it didn't work last time.
Defensively. They're just playing too defensively right now. I mean, I guess you have to be sort of scared of Fink, because Fink is a very, very, very good squadron. But at the same time, you can't just stay there in the same place and... Zerba, what are you doing? Zerba, are you
I don't
drunk?
know, Santa's gone crazy.
This is Christmas?
Oh my god.
It seems like we are celebrating the last stream of today with yet another giveaway. This is crazy. We've never had so many giveaways in such a short time. So, ladies and gentlemen, now is the time. Log into Warthunder.pro. Keep your in-game account logged in and go to the Streams tab. If you aren't going to win anything today, you're never going to win anything anymore. Hell, the chances are better now than ever. We are giving away so much stuff. Holy damn. Zerba's really going at it. I would say I like Zerba. He's quite a hype man. He is quite a hype man. He's always in the chat just hyping the guys up.
He loves it. He loves it. Again, very, I mean, unprogressive. Just Akai victory sitting there just... I guess they're waiting to lose. I mean, that's the only way I can explain it.
Nice to think. Yep. Dr. Russ is facing off against Data Touchruss. Data Touchruss had all the time to flank around and get behind Dr. Russ. But look at this. Dr. Russ is actually... Oh no!
Yeah.
That was unlucky. It seems
Ether didn't take a single hit there.
Yeah, it seems to me like Dr. Russ was trying to flip in there, but it did not work out. Data Touchruss is now free to flank behind Akai victory. This is going to be a carnage here. And we know how strong this guy is. Either Touch was one of the strongest players on the Fink squadron. Well, excluding
took a hit
Orange
from behind there. High Steiner just spawned in.
Now don't forget, guys, if you have a dog tag, it gives you a 50% boost to your chances of winning one of these prizes that we are giving away. It's not a plus 50%, it's a 1.5 multiplier on your current chance. So we always have a higher chance of winning something over someone who doesn't have a dog tag. But again, I gotta remind you, this is completely random. This is completely automated. I mean, I've been here for 12 days and I've only received a single trophy so far, and I have a dog tag.
Likewise.
At the same time, we have other players other watchers, other Zoom viewers who got like 3 cases in the day. Again, it's completely random. You can only win once per giveaway, but you can win in multiple giveaways in a single day. So it's always worth it to just stay in the stream. Even if you're not watching, just keep it in the background, listen to our voices, be soothed by our smooth sounds, and enjoy this battle.
We're turning into a radio show, are we?
Oh, Pavlos is in trouble here. Pavlos is in trouble. He's side on to 2 tanks, Shadow Raid and Ubojika.
Pavlos, he's repairing his cannon.
Your tank around. You gotta turn your tank around one way or another. You gotta turn it.
You need to start a radio show, I tell you. Oh, that was gonna go into the back of the turret. I can see it.
I should just kind of just play with him. Look at this. Yep. Pavlos is down. No hero push by Pavlos this time. He tried.
It's brutal. It's brutal. Absolutely brutal.
And again, this is an exact repeat of the first match. Best Pinnicky is yet again taking the C flag.
You know what I like about Think though? I mean, and look at Chippy. He's at 2,000 meters, just randomly cruising above the enemy carrier fleet, just having a bit of fun. No pressure.
I gotta say, this is a very laid-back match. I mean, we've seen some exciting and nerve-breaking matches, especially yesterday. I was commentating Think versus Arcade. I think it was with Sean, if I'm not mistaken, and
it was us.
It was us?
Did you forget?
Sorry. Hey, don't hate me.
How dare you not remember my voice?
You know, it's just two very sexy voices, and I get them confused sometimes. But I remember that match was tense. That match was honestly nerve-wracking. And
saying that last match on
Berlin it was.
Yeah, I think it was Yeller and another member of Arcade that were basically pushing in. It was 2 T-44s versus 2 T-34s, 85s. So many T-34s and T-44s so far in this tournament.
Well, you gotta understand why. These tanks are very, very versatile, because here's the thing. Thunder League is not about having the best tank per se and not the best players. It's all about teamwork. And we can see this. The perfect example is Akai Victory. They don't have teamwork. They are very good players by themselves, but they don't have teamwork and they get singled out very, very quickly. So you have to have a tank that's very adaptable to changing these situations, because situations can change at any time. We've seen this yesterday, Arcade versus Think, where the situation was just changing around in the space of a minute. In the space of a minute, you can go from being the current leading team, having the most points, having the most cap zones, having the dominance of the map, to certainly being losing and on the run. You have to have some tank that's very fast.
Look at Tartarus. He just took down Shinigami, and that leaves Hayastana, who's he doesn't have the ability here to push forward. That frontal armor of the T-34 is not on par with the T-44.
It is. The T-34 only has 45 millimeters of hull armor. I think. Actually, the Lati models might have 70 on the driver's hatch, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know my numbers by.
Ooh, look at that! That was a really well placed shot into the engine block. You know, I think he shot through that hole in the bunker.
You've got a hole in your left bunker.
Oh.
Now, how's that into the touch? Was I just helping out here?
It's a very, very boring progression, to be honest.
Oh, this was good though. This was good. Hayastana took out the transmission of the Touchers. He cannot just keep shooting at him and set him on fire.
That is true. And oh, look at that. Pavlos is decapping C.
Oh, could this be the turnaround for Arcade Victory here? This
might work fast. It's possible.
Now what is Hayastana doing here? He's exposing himself to the Tartarus. It seems like he's trying to get an angle into the engine block. He just can't quite seem to do it, but he has to watch out because Best Panic is coming from behind. Oh, he sets either Touchers on fire once. Now the Touchers still has plenty of fire extinguishers left, but Best Panic is coming from behind. Best Panic is coming from behind. Hayastana, watch out! Oh! That was one ammo rack.
He just took too much time with that T-44.
Yeah, he's just chilling here. He's just chilling on the beach. He doesn't even care. Fire?
Oh, Uboita took down Lop, and Schmel took down Uboita in return.
Oh, Ramsey going for the A flag. Akaivic is actually going with the single blade here. Look at this. Oh. Yeah, they just took the A flag.
Yep, they're going for the ticket bleed. They're not giving up, though. They're definitely not giving up.
I gotta give him props for that. I mean, at this point, if it was me playing for Arcade Victory, I would be so demoralized. I mean, she said loss after loss after loss. This must get on the nerves of these players here.
Yeah, it's been a very painful tournament so far.
So, guys in the chat, just you do me a favor. Do show your support for Arcade Victory. We know they aren't the best players. We know some of you actually like having us bash a Kivy in the ground. But we will not do this today because they are putting up a fight. And you got to respect them for that. We got to respect them for that. I mean, I can actually bet none of you guys in the chat, if you lost 7 games in a row in a competitive match and went up against one of the strongest teams in Thunder League, you probably would just give up. You would just give up. Let's be honest here. But these guys are not giving up. They are putting up a fight and putting up a show.
Yeah, let's give him some credit for that. Oh, ooh, Geoschmel taking out Ella Tartarus, but Rams was eliminated a little bit before, so A point is pretty much open for capture here. Geoschmel takes a shot from Best Panicky, and that's over.
Orange, what is happening?
What? Impossible!
We have
Again?
another giveaway! 2 giveaways in
Santa
one
Claus
battle.
is going mad.
Never seen before in Warthunder League. Oh my god. Honestly, I'm getting tired of repeating myself here. Guys, log into Warthunder.pro. Go to the stream tab and log in with your in-game account. You can win one of the following amazing prizes. We have Silver Line boosters, research points, 3 days of premium account, 100 golden eagles, and one of the unique following vehicles. We have B49 E7s, M24 Chevys, P51A Mustangs, Panther televisions, and RBT5 Dumbo tanks. I don't even care anymore. I'm not getting paid enough for this.
Oh.
I gotta catch my
That's the 4th giveaway in
It
3
is.
matches.
4 giveaways in 3 matches. Oh my. I was actually very surprised the server is going to keep this up. I mean, we have 4 matches today. 4 times 4, that's 16 giveaways. Could we have 6 giveaways in one stream?
Let's make it 3 matches. This one's over. Battle
is
has been
indeed.
taken out. Akai victory takes another heavy loss.
So, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this first battle. Think Squadron versus Akai victory. Okay, Akai victory did lose and they are now on 8 losses in a row, but they fought, and we got to give them props for that. Now, actually, let's see the current punctuation. I think Squadron might be on the lead now. Didn't they have 12 points before?
I think they might have, yeah. Let's take a look. No, they're not going to be the lead. Verve is still going to be leading with 15 points, but they're moving up ahead of Dislike, or in the same spot as Dislike, depending on how Dislike will be playing against Cube today, and depending if Verve or Arcade are going to win.
It seems like we're having a slight glitch in the scores. It is indeed 3-0 for Fink. Don't worry. Yeah, it's just been corrected. So, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this first match. Now, the next match is going to be Dynamite versus Der Adler. 2 very interesting teams. They are not really the best, nor the worst. Both Der Adler and Dynamite are kind of even in skill level. I gotta say, this might be a very interesting match. Now, this next match is going to be commentated by myself and Sean. Tim is going to take a break to come back on the 3rd match, which is going to be Verve versus Arcade. Now, guys, don't forget, it seems like we have a giveaway bonanza going on today, so do make sure that you're logged into Warthunder.pro to not miss your chance at winning one of the amazing prizes we are giving away. Now, we will be back with you after a short break, and of course, don't forget to stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next match.